You don't have a money problem, you have a system problem. And if you don't fix it soon, saving money is about to get a lot harder. Most people think saving money is about discipline, willpower, and even cutting out coffee. That's not true. In this video, I'm going to show you how saving money actually works, what's changed, what's getting more expensive on purpose, and the exact systems regular people use to save thousands without feeling broke. By the end, you'll know what to stop doing, what to automate, and how to make saving money feel boring instead of painful. And there's one mistake almost everyone will make next year that silently drains their bank account. Before we get into it, real quick, if you get value from videos that break down money in a way that actually makes sense, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs it. On this channel, I break down money, investing, finance news, economic updates, and major financial trends in a simple, no-nonsense way, showing you how to build real wealth by focusing on value. Let's get something straight right away. If you feel like saving money has gotten harder over the last few years, you're not crazy, you're not bad with money, and you're definitely not alone. Prices didn't just go up, they stayed up. Groceries cost more, insurance costs more, rents cost more, eating out costs more, even things that used to be cheap treats now feel like a mini financial decision. And here's a trap: most advice about saving money has not caught up to reality. People still say things like, just budget better, cut out luxuries, and track every dollar. That worked when inflation was low and wages matched prices. That is not the world we live in anymore. Saving money isn't about restriction. It's about designing your money so you don't have to think about it anymore. Let me explain. Most people manage their money the same way they manage their diet. They say things like, I'll just try harder. That worked for about 2 weeks, then life happens, a bad day, a busy week, a surprise bill, and a random Amazon order. And the plan is suddenly gone. The people who save the most money aren't more disciplined. They're lazier in a smart way. They remove decisions. Saving money is about building systems that work even when you don't feel motivated. So let's break this down step by step. The biggest lie is that you save money after you pay for life. That sounds normal, right? I'll pay my rent, my bills, my groceries, then whatever's left, I'll save it. Here's the problem. There's never anything left. Money expands to match your lifestyle, always. If you make $3,000 a month, you'll somehow spend $3,000 a month. If you make $5,000 a month, you'll spend $5,000. And if you make $10,000, guess what? You'll find a way to spend $10,000 a month. This isn't a personality flaw, it's human behavior. Saving last is like hoping you have leftovers after a party. You won't. The only people who consistently save money do this one thing differently. They save first. Not later, not if there's extra, first. The moment money hits their account, part of it disappears on purpose. Not into investments that you can easily pull from, not into an account that's tied to your debit card, but into a place that's slightly annoying to access. That friction matters more than you think. Let me tell you a quick story. There's two people who make the same income. Person A says, I'll manually move money to savings every month. Person B, they set up automatic transfers the same day their paycheck hits. After 1 year, person B has saved thousands. Person A had intentions. Automation is boring, but boring is exactly what you want. You should not be deciding to save money every month. The decision should be already made for you. Here's how that system looks. Your paycheck hits, a percentage automatically moves to savings, a percentage automatically moves to bills. What's left is guilt-free spending money. There's no apps to open, there's no spreadsheets to check, there's no shame spiral. When you automate savings, you're not using discipline, you're using physics. Money flows where it's directed. You don't need 12 accounts, you don't need a complicated budget, you just need 3, and that's it. The first account is a bills account. This account is boring on purpose. It goes for rent, mortgage, utilities, insurance, subscriptions, and minimum debt payments. Your goal is simple. Never think about bills again. You total your monthly fixed expenses and add a small buffer, and that amount automatically goes here every paycheck. There's no surprises and no stress. The second account is a spending account. This is an account connected to your debit card, and this is where groceries, gas, eating out, random life stuff comes out of. Here's the key. When this account hits zero, you're done spending. Not because you're broke, but because your system says no. There's no guilt, no math, and no guessing. The third account is the most important one. It's a savings account. It's not linked to your debit card. It's slightly annoying to transfer from, and it's used only for saving and not spending. And the key here is to have a high yield savings account. If you don't trust yourself, that's okay. Design around it. The goal is not self-control. The goal is self-protection. Now let's talk about the real problem, why most people can't save. It's not income, it's not inflation, and it's not even spending. It's unpredictability. Random expenses kill savings faster than anything. Car repairs, medical bills, home fixes, and last-minute travel. Most people don't plan for these even though they happen every year. So what do? They use credit cards, they pull from savings, and they panic. They say, I'm just bad at saving. No, you're bad at planning for reality. You need a life happens fund. This is different from an emergency fund. An emergency is losing your job. Life happens is needing new tires. There's a big difference. If you don't separate these, your savings will never grow. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't want to admit. They're not overspending on big things. They're bleeding out through small, invisible leaks. Subscriptions, fees, impulse buying, convenience buying, $12 here, $18 there, $7 just this once. It doesn't feel like a problem until you add it up. Studies show the average person underestimates their spending by hundreds per month. Not because they're lying, because they're guessing. And companies know this. Businesses are built around frictionless spending. One click, one auto renew, and a free trial that quietly turns paid. Your job isn't to track everything. Your job is to limit exposure. Here's a rule that sounds simple but works insanely well. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Most spending regrets come from meh purchases. You didn't really want it. You didn't want to be left out or bored or slightly uncomfortable. When you raise your standard for spending, money naturally stays put. This doesn't mean no fun. It means better fun. Instead of 5 unforgettable purchases, you get one thing that you actually enjoy. Now here's a moment that changes everything. Saving money isn't about how much you make. It's about the gap that comes between what comes in and what goes out. And here's the part nobody tells you. You don't need to save more. You need to lock in your lifestyle. Every raise, every bonus, every extra dollar should not automatically upgrade your life. That's how people making 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck. One of the smartest moves is to do this. When your income increases, pretend that it did not. Let the difference go straight into savings or investing before you ever see it. That one move alone can create financial stability faster than any side hustle. Saving money should not feel like a punishment. If it does, the system is broken. Here's how you fix that. Automate savings first. Separate spending from bills. Plan for life happens expenses. Reduce decision making. Increase friction where it's needed. And lock in your lifestyle. When you do this, saving becomes boring, and boring is good. Because boring means no stress, no scrambling, no panic, just progress. Just to recap, saving money is not about cutting out everything you enjoy, tracking every dollar, and being perfect. It's about systems over willpower, automation over motivation, design over discipline. If you build your money system right, saving becomes default. And when saving is a default, everything else feels lighter. If this video brought you value, please do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to see this. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.